Hello, Mark Wolf here in what is essentially an introduction video to the weekly update videos that I will be doing. Computer Science was sort of given a brief in which they're going to upload a page of written discussion every week on what they've been doing on their third year project, but I've decided the best way to get across the changes I've made and the points that I have to say is through video. I find I express myself much better through speaking rather than written word, and this also gives me the opportunity to do some screen recording of the code that I'm working on and of the actual program running itself. I think a visual aid is a lot better than just reading some black text on a white background. So for this week I'll sort of be discussing what my project is very briefly and what my plans for this first week are. What my project is an onset detection, also known as beat detection, drumming, music, rhythm game for the iPhone or iPod Touch. So what it does is you have this app and it will take in any music that you have in your iTunes library. It will run this onset detection algorithm on that, and then for whenever it detects that there is a beat, it will create a little icon. It will create a little note along a chart which the user will then play through, and obviously when the little icon crosses over a certain area you have to tap on the screen which will represent the drum, and you'll get points based on if you tap on the screen at the right time. The best way to describe it is sort of like Rock Band or Guitar Hero, but the main difference being this is a very simplified drumming only version, which is still really fun. But they usually have pre-charted tracks. So basically in Rock Band or Guitar Hero they'll get a song, and then I guess they'll go through either the tabs or the music sheets and they'll accurately plot out every single drum hit or every single guitar strum. But what this will do is this will do a detection algorithm on whatever song you bring in, which means you get a lot more choice. You don't have to just sort of stick to the songs that are released with the game. You sort of get to do it on any music you want, and then you get to play along with it. So I think it's pretty cool in that sense. For this week, what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be going over Subversion, which is something that Marco Gillies talked to us about yesterday. No, not yesterday, 2 days ago. Which is where you sort of save your current code to a repository, and it sort of remembers the changes in code that you've done, which is helpful for when you say you make a mistake in your code, you accidentally break something, you can easily just roll back to a previous version of your code and start again from there. Seeing as I'll be working heavily with Xcode, because I'll be using Open Frameworks and Maximilian to plan for the iPhone device, what I'll probably be doing is there's apparently built-in versions of Subversion. I think Git has a built-in version to Xcode, at least the new version. So I'll be trying out that because obviously I want to get used to that, because that's something that's going to be very helpful in the future. And also, in terms of what work I'll be doing this week, I've sort of got to get my head around fast Fourier transforms, because that's pretty much what the main part of my onset detection algorithm will be, is using fast Fourier transforms. And to say that I know a lot about it would be a lie. I mean, we've been taught in Creative Computing 2 last year about fast Fourier transforms, so I'm gonna go back to the slides on that and try and understand it better than I did at that point in time. Also look up a few DSP books, Digital Signal Processing, and there's an example which Mick Grierson has put up on the repository for Maximilian, so I'm going to play around with that example, see if I can visualize what a fast Fourier transform is, and hope to better understand it, because as I said, that's a main part of the algorithm that I'll be working on. So apart from that, I think I'll be doing a video update every Wednesday, because we're meeting on Tuesdays with our supervisors, or just in Creative Computing in general meets on Tuesdays to discuss what they've done, and obviously to talk to their supervisors and ask what they should do next and some feedback. So I think it's a good thing to do on Wednesday, as well as discussing what I'll be doing for the next week, also to give feedback on what the feedback I was given and what I have to do next. So until then, I will see you in a week.